Hello and welcome to the Bowling University studio in the International Bowling Campus in Arlington, Texas. I'm Kelly Bednar and I'll be your host for this edition of the Bowling University Profit Break. Thanks for joining us. Our mission here at Bowling University is to enrich people's lives personally and professionally. And the Profit Break is an opportunity for sharing insights on how to grow revenue, reduce costs, and enrich yourself, your team, and your business. If you're joining the Profit Break for the first time, welcome. We're glad you're here. Give us 15 minutes and you'll be on your way to improving your profitability. Anyone who has worked a shift in a center has had someone come up and complain about something. I know I would have liked to have at least some sort of a basic plan how to navigate the situation. On today's show, we're going to share some of those tips, starting with getting into the right mindset and an overview on how to handle most situations. So, let's just jump right in and take a look at a piece from our online course, Navigating and Reducing Customer Complaints. So really seriously, who likes customer complaints? What do you do when a complaint comes up to your front desk, when you're personally working the desk? Is it the same thing that your staff does? Is there a plan in place? Let's answer some questions. Is the complaint in your experience, in your center, is the complaint a positive experience for your center? Do you have, and does everyone know in your company's policy or procedure for handling complaints? Are all complaints the same? And are there different types of complainers? See, I think a complaint is a gift. We've studied this and done this, and when we really look at it, we've had many people come speak at Bowl Summit and Bowl Expo, and they talk about how complaints are actually a gift. And it took me a minute to understand that and then kind of wrap my head around and really create the mind shift of if your guest comes complaining and the staff is prepared to think of it as a gift instead of an adversarial situation, it actually helps the situation. So we've come up with, and in our online course here, we have a 3-step to navigating and then reducing those customer complaints. Because navigating is first half. We want to reduce them too. So the first piece is preparation, the preparatory phase. And then the understanding phase. Well, that's the investigation. What's going on here? And then finally, communication, the closing phase. We want to communicate all the mindset going on. So break these down first. Prepare. Be prepared for the complaint to come at you. You want to have a keep calm culture. Recently saw on internet how you had some airline guest service person did not handle it very well. They were definitely not in a keep calm culture. So we got to remember the 3 Ps. It's not personal. We want to remain positive, and we want to act professional. If any of you saw the video that we're talking about with one of the airline, I think they actually punched a customer. I know we'd all like to punch a customer every once in a while, but this actually happened. He took it personal. He did not remain positive and definitely did not act professional. So we want to get our team in that mindset of the gift, remind them it's not personal, remind them to stay positive, and remind them to act professional. The next is that investigation stage. Use your senses. Be aware of what's going on. Maybe you even saw it was coming to become a complaint before it actually happened. Was there something you could have done to mitigate it? But it's a complaint now. Listen to what's being said. Ask questions, actively listening, back and forth, talking to the person. And make eye contact, and don't look away. What I mean by don't look away is that if you're looking over their shoulder, looking for manager help, or you're looking, it just distracts from this whole situation. We want to make sure we're engaged with them actively, listening to them, and giving feedback, repeating back what you think you heard. And if you're not right, they'll correct you. Promise they will. And then watch their body language. Is it closed off? Is it open? Are they really trying to help, or are they really angry, upset, outside themselves? They've lost their prefrontal cortex. They've lost their mind. And then finally, you want to close it on a high note. We want to offer and execute a solution. Adhere to company policies and your procedures. And this is something that's important. We want your team to follow your lead. What do you want them to do? Well, you got to have something that you want them to do. You have to have some sort of policy and procedure to do when they come up and have a complaint. What's going on? And if you do that, if you have those policies and procedures in place, and they are empowered to offer a solution within reason, but that's defined in your policies and procedures, then and only then, if they can't get it resolved, then they come find you. Wouldn't it be nice to have our team be able to figure out that complaint and figure out what's going on without having to call you every time it happens? That's our goal. So what I'd like to do, is show you a little video here from the online course that kind of summarizes a little more detail of what I just did here on the profit break.
Let's recap. There are 3 phases to navigate through and reduce customer complaints. They are the preparatory phase, the investigation phase, and the closing phase. Within these phases are actions to increase your chances to successfully navigate through a customer complaint yourself. The preparatory phase is to embrace the culture, keep calm, and remember the 3 Ps. Don't take it personally. Remain positive. Act professionally. Within the investigation phase, you should apply active listening skills to gain your customer's trust and acquire the facts. The goal is to reduce the emotional level of the customer if it is heightened because this promotes mutual communication. Lastly, in the investigation phase, you will want to check for understanding to make sure you have all the correct information and can summarize the needs of the customer to ensure everyone is on the same page. Finally, we come to the 3rd and final phase, the closing phase. Under the closing phase, we will offer and execute a solution. It is important to be courteous and respectful, take ownership, communicate a solution. Lastly, record contact information.
Well, in those questions that I asked you a few minutes ago, one of those questions was, are there different types of customers and are there different types of complaints? The answer is yes to both. We have every customer that comes up with a complaint has a different mindset, a different goal, if you will, a different intent for their complaint. And we've broken those out into 6 different categories for you. And this might help you understand and maybe come up with a plan on how you're going to approach each individual one. In the online course, we actually break it down and have some exercises for your team to practice this, if you will. First one is the Silent Social Susie. And this used to be called Silent Susie, but with social media, we added that social word because she may not say a word to you. It may be a he, but the whole mindset is that this particular mindset of person doesn't offer a lot of interaction. They may not even tell you that they had a problem, but they quite honestly go home and blast you on Yelp. They blast you on your web page. They blast you on Facebook. They go off and they just won't stop. This is somebody, oftentimes you don't have a lot of opportunity to fix and help, but they are somebody that you have to keep in mind. The next is the one you probably think of when you think of a customer complaint. It's our aggressive Adam, if you will. This is a person who's overly aggressive. This is the one I said they might have lost their mind, flipped their lid, they're out of control. And quite honestly, they may not even entertain an explanation. So even if it's a logical reason that something happened, they may not be willing to listen. That's the different mindset, if you will. The next is VIP Vinny. This is our quite honestly, possibly a lot of our league bowlers, right? They've been in our bowling center a long time. They come often. They think they own the place. They think they deserve extras. It doesn't have to be one of our league bowlers. It could be just somebody who feels entitled and they want something to be the way they want it, and it's just not the way you do it, right? So we have a different mindset of a person. The next is our freeloader Freddy, and that's that freebie Freddy guy looking for something free, and they may not have actually deserved it, but they're the ones that might put a roach into their salad so that they get a free salad, right? That's the freeloader, and that's the one we always think that when they come into complaint, they just want something. Not everybody does, but Freddy absolutely does. And next is Nitpicker Nancy. And I'll tell you, Nitpicker Nancy is also a lot like a lot of our league bowlers. They want everything the way they want it. Oftentimes they're in our centers so many weeks a year that they are looking for something to be different, and they'll come tell you. They'll let you know. You don't have to look for them. They will come tell you, and they're looking for every little thing to be the way they want it. And it doesn't. Again, these don't have to be any particular gender, but we're using them just to have some easy ways to remember the different mindsets. And the next one and the final one is one I wanted to take a moment to talk about, because I can identify really with informative Ike. I'm kind of an informative Ike. I care about your business. If I'm actually in your business, whether it's a restaurant, bowling center, it doesn't matter, and I see something that isn't right, paper towel dispensers out of paper towels, or something is about to go awry. You can see some water dripping, might be going towards the approach. Whatever it might be, I'm going to come up and let you know. It's more of an information give than it is a complaint. However, this is true of me, and this is true of the customer mindset informative Ike. If you blow me off, if you dismiss this customer mindset, they will turn into, and I have done this, I will turn into a social Susie, an aggressive Adam. I will turn into, just about every one of the mindsets, and blast you on social media and blast you anywhere else. So it's important that you look at informative Ike in a way that he's really handing you that true gift. This is the gift customer mindset that you're looking for. You want to take him and listen, or her, and embrace what they're feeding to you as valuable information to make you get better. And then from here, the third piece to the process is reducing all of this. We've so many things we can do, and there's so much more depth we can go into that we cover in the course. But here, we talk about reduction of those complaints. One of the things we could do is report and follow up. It's important and imperative that we spend time making a detailed report of every complaint. So we want to categorize the type of category of customer complaints. What are they? Are they for the building? Is it something? Is it paper towels out? Is the roof leaking? Was it customer related? Was it staff related? What happened there? So we can categorize that. Investigate your bowling center's processes and procedures. Are they reporting and are you doing follow-up with customer complaints? This is important, very important, because if you're not, because reporting and follow-up is the key to reducing customers' complaints. Because if we do the reporting and follow-up, then we have the team all on board, everybody thinking alike, everybody trying to do their best at diffusing these different situations. And by doing this, we can actually make the customer experience, the guest experience, that much better than we've had in our bowling centers. If you want to dive in and learn more about navigating and reducing customer complaints, we encourage you to take advantage of the online course in the online and the on-demand program. If you're not sure and you need help getting started, please reach out to us here at Bowling University. And as we wrap up another edition of the Bowling University Profit Break, remember, when your focus is on growing people, people will grow your business. We look forward to seeing you next time on another great episode of the Bowling University Profit Break. If you have any questions about today's show and would like additional information, you can reach us at any time at education@bpaa.com. Also, all previous Profit Break episodes are available 24/7 for you and your team to watch at bowlinguniversity.net. Plus, new Profit Break episodes are available every month, so mark your calendar, watch your email, and join us on Facebook to hear about the latest episodes. Until then, I'm Kelly Bednar. Do for one what you wish you could do for everyone. See you next time.